Alrighty guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden Garage here in beautiful Alabama with Mr. Bobby Johnson. Okay, Bobby went ahead, he purchased a console off the website from us, and well, here it is, Bobby, it's all done. Okay, it's a Trinity Ace V3, 500 gig drive, up on Alliance servers, along with a 10-day trial of Purge 4.0 for GTA 5. Alright, you've got Bo2 Mw3 and Ghosts offhosts. You have Jiggy and Sentinel Menu for Bo2 Multiplayer and Zombies. And of course you have the College Football Revamped mod for Ncaa 14. Okay, fully loaded. So she's all done. Alright. I messaged you. You saw me building this thing, okay, on your phone. So you know what's in it. You know what it's got. And you know how it's going to run. Okay, so go ahead. And she boots really quick. Yeah, boot times don't lie. Alright, now. Okay. We're booting on up. We're going to go into FSD Dash. We're going to get some notifications from the server letting us know that it's online live and all that other happy nonsense. Here we are. Welcome to Alliance. And then we're going to get one more from the Purge, so let's do it on 4.0. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you got in this crazy thing, okay? So, we'll start off with emulators. Okay? Here we go. Alright, you got NES emulator. Alright. You got SNES 360. You got MAME, Genesis Plus 360, Game Boy Advance, and back to NES. All right, they're fully loaded. There's a bunch of ROMs on there. If you're into the old nostalgic games, well, that's where to be. All right, your Xbox Classic games. You got some classic games on here because this is a 500 gig drive. All right, these are all original Xbox games that play, you know, on this system. Okay, got compatibility files on it for that. Your homebrew section. Okay, where the tools reside, where you can blow the console up. Okay, all your stuff here. Do me a favor, stay away from that one. Stay away from that one until you understand what they do. If you get a dashboard update, if we get a dashboard update on Xbox Live, as soon as the XE build drops, you know, I'll build an NAND for you, and you just have to send it to you, and you just got to flash it back on the console. That way, then it leaves a lot less headache for you. Okay, so you know that way for sure you're not gonna brick your console. Okay, that's if we get an update. All right, Xbox Live Arcade. All right, you got a mind-boggling amount of arcade games. Okay, including the let me see, where the hell is it? This is one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Mr. Schmodzilla himself, Stuart Stone, repacked this thing, so that way then we have some title artwork, and it comes up as GoldenEye. It's HD version. It's the leaked version. Okay, so you know it just got leaked just about a week or so ago. So you know you got that on here as well. All right, Xbox 360 games. Okay, now here's where the rubber hits the road here. Okay. You got a bunch of stuff on here. You got Advanced Warfare, you know, and we'll walk through this thing, okay, as you can see. All right, got a bunch of titles on here. That one doesn't have any title artwork. There's nothing I can do about that. Well, I'm not going to make title artwork for PopCap Collection. All right, PGR4, of course, and there's your Ncaa Football 14. It's fully modded with College Football Revamped on there. All right, so on and so forth. You got a bunch. You got all the Mass Effect ones, by the way. All right. Halos, you know, Grand Theft Auto 5, all this stuff. Bring it all back, and there you are in Advanced Warfare. Okay, so that's all of them right there. Now, we'll back out of here. All right, to get to the original dashboard, go to your homebrew section, go to Xbox 360 dashboard. All right, and then what you're going to do, all right, is you're going to click on that, and as you can see, all right, we have, hello again, Bobby Johnson. You're on Alliance Live. Welcome to Alliance Live. You currently have 30 reserved days left. Got it? Good. Okay. We'll bypass the sign, and you will see that we are up online and live, okay? And then, of course, we have our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. Now, over in our fifth tab, we have our cheats, okay? These are cheats for these games that are listed right here. We've got Bo2, Ghosts, MW3, MW2. To disable them, hit A. To enable, hit A, okay? It's that simple. They come enabled right when you start up the console, all right? If you want to disable one, it's real easy to do. So we're going to bring it back to FSD Dash now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a profile on here. Now, this is an offline profile, all right? So, you know, it doesn't have Xbox Live, okay, per se, but it's an Xbox 360 profile, all right? So we're going to go ahead and we'll load this up. It's going to be for local gameplay, all right? And there we are. Don't laugh. Don't. Just don't, okay? Okay. We're going to go to Xbox 360 games, okay? Now, what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, you bought this for College Football Revamped, so dude, here. All right, we'll start it up. Okay, now Bobby, when it starts up, it doesn't start up as, you know, any EA Sports, okay? You can see it's modified, alright? You got the latest team jerseys, helmets, all that crap, alright? You got to, let me explain something about this thing, alright? Look, there's a website and there's a GitHub there, okay? Now, GitHub's used for downloading stuff and everything, alright? Well, there's a College Football Revamped GitHub, okay? When you go in there, alright, you'll see if there's any updates that have to be done to this thing. Now, this is the latest version, so you don't have to update anything. But if you want to get rosters and all that kind of good stuff, well, on that GitHub is all the instructions on how to download the rosters with links, okay? And you can just download them and then put them on the console. It's got simple instructions for you, and it's all good to go, alright? But anyway, it is modified. It is ready to go, alright? Just to show you here, you get your title artwork and all that kind of good stuff. Alright, we're going to go to the title screen here. Alright, now, as you can see, we play now. Alright, like I said, latest jerseys, all that stuff, including Saban. Yeah, our favorite, okay? Yeah, okay? You got your Dynasty, you got your Road to Glory, okay? You got your 2020 season on there already. Ultimate Teams, okay? Xbox Live, Team Management, Settings, Esports Extras, College Football Revamped, and My NCAA Legacy, okay? They all play just fine, alright, with no problems here. Wait a minute. You see, because this is what you really got it for. Alright, so, yeah, we'll play that. Yeah, okay, alright, we'll do that. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, we'll select the stage. Okay, here we go. Travis! Okay, it's going to load, and then, what you'll see is you'll see the game come up and everything. It just takes a little bit. Alright, here we go. Alright, there's your team ratings, of course, you know, top players, all that kind of good stuff, okay? So on and so forth, alright? So just give it a second here, just to show you. That way then you can see, alright? So, but like I said though, the GitHub, make sure to go to that GitHub, okay? If you want to, I'll send you a link in Messenger, and that'll take you right to it, alright? So anyway, there we are. And there we go. Okay? Yeah. Wow, what a beautiful, yeah, okay. You might don't look like that right now because we had an ice storm. Not cool, okay? So, there we go. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Take it. Let's go here. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. There you go. Alright. There it is. Okay. You turn the middle. There we go. Yeah, there you go, Tennessee. Come on. Bring it on. He kicks it off, and he got all. Where the heck? Now, where the freak? Okay. Anyway, I'm at the 20-yard line. Life is good. Yeah. We know. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, yeah. Yeah, we'll do an empty stick. What the hell? Okay, but as you can see, it plays fine. Everything works real good. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see it? Yeah. Okay, alright. There you go. Run, you freaking idiot! What the hell? See, this is why I don't play football. Okay, because it sucks. Alright? But anyway, as you can see, it all works fine. No problems. Okay? You're all good to go. Alright, we'll bring that back. Alright, now I showed you that. Okay? Now, we're going to go on over here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the green thing, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you GTA 5 with a little bit of Purge, okay? So, we'll go to Xbox 360 games, alright, we'll go to Grand Theft Auto 5, we'll hit that, start it up, okay? Now, you're going to see a text box pop up, alright? Now, when it does, okay, that's going to be to accept 3.9 for right now, okay? Open menu with left D-pad. You don't want to open 4.0 with the same controls. When you open up 4.0, you're going to see right D-pad and right stick, okay? So what's going to happen is we're going to use left D-pad and X for 3.9. So we just hit that, and that's going to be our default, okay? So, now, here we go, all right? Now, it's going to boot up, okay, and we're going to load into a game save that I have on here, okay? I'm going to show you some things with this menu here that you can do. Alright, after we're done with that, I'm going to show you Bo2 with some cheats and some mods, alright? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get it online for the first time, okay? So, you know, which is very important, and you really need to pay attention to this, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to wind up ripping your hair out, because you're going to wind up with DNS errors and all kinds of stupid stuff, alright? And you don't want to do that. Now, 4.0 is going to pop up over here, okay? Very shortly. Let's go outside first. And as you can see, it's kind of dark, alright? And I don't want it to be dark. So, see, there's 4.0 right there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit D-pad left and X, Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. I'm going to select this for right now. And I'm going to back up the time so then that way then we can see. Okay? There you go. Now I'm going to back out of here. Alright, this is the older menu. It's been around for a long time. A very stable menu. It's got all kinds of good stuff on it. I'm using A and B to back out of it. I'm using A to select. Okay? So, you know, you got your online players, you know, so on and so forth. Bodyguard menu, including Tony Stun Gun Strippers. Yes. Gotta have that. Okay? But anyway, we're going to back out of here. And that's the older menu. Alright? So now I'm going to close that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up 4.0 like that. Alright? Now, I'm going to hit X. Okay? I'm going to hit A. I'm going to select God mode. Alright, I'm going to give myself all the weapons, infinite ammo, super punch, super run, super jump, super swim, no ragdoll, and phone, do not disturb. Back out of here, okay? Quick options, okay? Now, pretty much self-explanatory. Go off the radar, that's GTA Online only. You got your slow mode to slow everything down. You got clean ped, that's if you get shot or whatever, well, you can clean yourself up. Invisible ped, self-explanatory. Invisible vehicle, self-explanatory. Alright? Drone mode, bring you up and out of here. Okay, now there we are. Using the thumbsticks, we can get a bird's eye view of everything and anything that's going on. Okay, now we can go ahead and what we can do is we can actually select teleport to target zone. There I am. Here I am. Here I am. I'm back over here. Life is good. Okay, as you can see, it works real good. All right, air superiority, self-explanatory. Click that, and then you can hit RB. Okay, and pretty much you can wreck just about anything that's in sight. Okay, including your own car. Now I'm in God mode, so I'm not gonna die. And then you have slow missiles too, so you can watch them fly right in there, okay? So on and so forth, okay? So you got a bunch of stuff that you can do right there. All right, now you can go ahead and you can zoom in using the right trigger, zoom out using the left trigger, so on and so forth. And so he was going to get away, but he didn't. RC car mode. Now that's just in case. Let's say you want to remote control a car from drone mode. Well, you can. Okay, you can remote control your car. You can tag a car. Somebody that's in a car or whatever, you can all of a sudden take control of their car and they're going to be going like, what the hell's going on? Okay? So on and so forth. Sorry, I just don't like them getting away. Okay? So anyway, now, then you have creator mode. Creator mode, vehicle spawner, so on and so forth. Okay, like when you click on that, alright, what you can do, you can spawn anything that you want, any car that you want, you know, I mean, so on and so forth. And you can block the road and create all kinds of a mess right here, see? You can put a whole bunch of cars there, see? What I'm saying? Works good. We're back out of there, we're back out of there. Okay? Now, PTFX spawner, I'm going to back out of here now. Alright? We're going to turn off air superiority, and we're going to turn off drone mode. Okay? Now, alright, here we go. Now, what I'm going to do here, alright, my players, alright? That's going to be your health, your armor, your heading, so on and so forth, while it balanced. If you go to all players while you're in the session, it'll show everything that they have, okay? Teleport locations. Every place that you can teleport in Los Santos, that's where you can go. Well, beyond that, but, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of teleports and stuff. So you can also stash the current location, turn off the console, turn it back on, it'll be there, okay? You can spawn ahead 10 foot into the nearest vehicle, into a personal vehicle, so on and so forth. All right? You got your recovery options. That's GTA Online only, okay? Now, there's a bunch of recovery options on there, all right, that, you know, I mean, you can send money, do whatever you want to do there. I mean, it's all self-explanatory. It's there, okay? Character options, okay? You can stash the current pet variation. We can change who we are, okay? We can spawn with weapons, random components, and randomize the components, okay? And me, I like touching my feminine side right here. So here I am as a stripper, okay? Looking good. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll back out of there now. Okay, let's see here. You got your component prop editor where you can change the mask, the face, the head, the torso, everything that you want. It's all pretty much right there, sub-menus and everything. Alright? You got your genealogy editor. That's to blend head shapes, you know, make it large, make it big, whatever, you know, I mean, change the skin color, all that crap. It's all right there. Alright? Then we can restore the original. We got animations that we can put them in, like we can make her do push-ups. Yeah. That's it, mama. Sweat. Okay? Sweat. Then we can hit LB and RB, and that'll bring her back to normal. Okay? Back out of there. Alright? Fluid animations. You can make her drunk. Oh, yeah. There you go. So on and so forth. Okay? You know, now we'll reset that. We'll back out of here. Scenarios. Yoga. One of my favorites. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, she looks so She just looks so peaceful and calming. Yeah, that's it. Oh, stretch that out. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that's enough for yoga. Okay, so anyway, what was it at? Okay, now we'll back out of there. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we'll back out of there. Okay, pet options. Okay, pet spawner. You spawn anything you want. Me, I like spawning strippers. Okay, because they're just strippers. Okay, I'll grab one of them, and one of them. Okay, now I got a harem. Okay, life is good. We'll back out of here now. Alright, and then what you can do is you can go to Spawn Pet Manager. If you don't like one, well, as you can see the selection arrow above the head and everything, well, grab all of this. Okay, delete the pet. Okay, there you go, gone. Alright, we're back out of here. Okay, you got vehicle options with all stuff, I mean, that's for online. And when you have a vehicle, you can change the paint, the color, the smoke, the tires, the rims, whatever you want to do. Los Santos Customs, that's for spawning, okay? Weapons options, we have a really cool little gravity gun right here, okay? The gravity gun enables you to grab hold of, like let's say one didn't bring you money, okay? Well, you can grab hold of her, okay? You can make an example of it. Throw her up in the air and bring it down. Throw her up in the air and bring it down. And smash her into the ground, okay? And when she gets out of line, there you go, okay? So on and so forth. Push her up against the friggin' boulders and everything else, okay? Then you bring her back here. See? Here she comes. Yeah, see? You push her up against the wall right there and just keep smashing her into the wall. Whatever you want to do, okay? Then you bring her up, bring her down, so on and so forth. And bring her back. And then once you're done with her, okay? Just throw her up in the air. She'll come down sooner or later. And everything will be fine, okay? There she goes. Okay? Done. Alright? Now, we'll disable the gravity gun for right now. You got Tony's stun gun stripper, okay? It's a stripper flinger, okay? And as you can see, they got some velocity, and they can definitely hurt some people, okay? No problems there. See what I'm saying? You can bring it right through there, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, that worked real good, okay? So, as you can see, and then we can go to force field, and anything around you gets destroyed, okay? Including people, pets, animals, whatever you want, okay? So now we'll get out of there, and we'll get out of there, okay? Now, we'll back out of there. All kinds of good stuff in there, okay? You got missed options, protections, menu options, okay? Where you can go ahead, you can make it smaller, make it bigger, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to put it, alright? You got creator mode, that's to enabling creator mode, which is debug lines, aim lock on, disable pet reaction, show tag entity info card, so on and so forth. You got raycast debug mode, all kinds of crazy stuff on there. Hell, I don't even know half of what this shit does, okay? But you'll find out once you start playing with it. My stash stuff. There's your pet variations, your paint palettes, and teleports, and beta options that enable your frames per second. So pretty much there you go. That's 4.0 in a nutshell. Now we're going to get out of here. Alright? And we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring back that 50 dash. Ryan Allen? Yeah, they sure are, buddy. That's for sure. Hey, Ryan. If it's so outdated and everything else, then I'll tell you what, bud. You know what? We can go ahead and we can just, see you later. Okay? There we go. Yeah, that'll work. And then you have idiots like this, I mean, you gotta love that, all because they don't like it or whatever. And as for modding 360, yeah, cross-play with a computer. 360, there is no mods for it, okay? You gotta have a computer, by the way, okay? So, you know how that goes, okay? So, anyway, yeah. So, now, what we'll do here, okay, is we'll go ahead, and now what we'll do, alright, is we will go through all this stuff right here, okay? Now, look. To get online for the first time, okay, what you have to do is this, alright? Because when you get this thing, you can't just boot it up. It'll turn into a nightmare, okay? So this is what you got to do. Power it off, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to open the drive door. You're going to pull the hard drive out. You're going to place it up over here. And then what you're going to do, you're going to power it on, okay? Now, when you power it on, you're going to go ahead, and what's going to happen is it's going to boot to the stock dashboard. Okay, as you can see. Now, alright. Here we go. Okay, now, once we get up into here, okay, you're going to see that you're going to come to the regular dashboard right here, okay? There we are. We go up. Okay, we're going to sync the controller. Then we're going to go up, we're going to go over, we're going to go to settings, we're going to go to system, we're going to go to network settings. Now, this is very important, okay? Your Wi-Fi is going to pop up over here somewhere, okay? Or if you're using a LAN cable, well, I'll get check marked off over here, okay? But for right now, though, okay, we're using Wi-Fi. It's going to be the same setup, the same thing that you're going to do, all right? So when your Wi-Fi pops up over here, I want you to click on it, put your password in, okay? Once the password goes in, all right, test the Xbox Live connection, okay? Now, alrighty. Now what's going to happen is we're going to get a check mark and 2 red X's. That's what we want. Cancel, okay? Now, okay, make sure you get that check mark. If you don't get that check mark, you're not going to get online. You're going to wind up with a mess on your hands. It ain't going to work right, okay? So if that happens, you got to go into your router and find out why it's not letting the Xbox 360 online. All right, and most of the time it's because you have to whitelist the MAC address or whatever. But if you're running regular WP2A, all you got to do is just go ahead, sync up to it, put your password in, click on it, all right, and let it test, and you'll get a check mark and 2 red X's. Okay, once you get that, then what you do is you shut it down. Okay, now once it's shut down, take the hard drive, slip it back in, close the drive door on it. Get that in there, okay? And then what you're going to do, pull the power cord. Very important, you pull this power cord out. It's got to be pulled for 5 minutes. If you don't do that, you'll get DNS errors, okay? So you got to remove this for 5 minutes. Once that's done here, then what you're going to do, all right, you're going to plug it back in. Now, I can plug it back in because it's already on my network, and hopefully the TCP buffers will be right and everything will connect, okay? But for you, 5 minutes. After that, plug it in, power it on, all right? Now, what should happen here, okay, is the system should boot up. All right, and like I said, very, very fast booter, as you can see. Okay, now, all right, now it's booting up. Here we go, and it's going to boot, and it's going to boot into FSD dash. The green stuff stopped moving around. That's good. That means you're locked on the internet, like this grand. Now you're going to get notifications from the server. Here you go. All right, and there we are. Okay, now we've got connection. Okay, we got connection with the internet. We're good. Now what we got to do, though, is we're going to sync up the controller here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go on over to Homebrew section, and we're going to make sure that we get onto the internet, well, get onto Xbox Live, all right? So we do that by going to the original dashboard. Now it's going to pop up, okay, and there you are. Okay, when you get the square, that means that she's hot, she's good to go to live, okay? Got it, good. Now, what you're going to do, all right? Plain simple terms, okay? This is what you're going to do, okay? When you get here, what I want you to do is I want you to go online, go to xboxlive.com/live. Make an account. Don't put your retail on here. Don't put your retail account on here, okay? Don't put your retail profile on here because you'll wind up with a mess on your hands, okay? Don't do that because at any given time, you know, I mean, a KV can get banned and you can go ahead and you can, you know, get a new KV and go. You know, ain't no big deal. Although KV bans on my server are very, very far and few in between, all right? However, though, all right, if a profile gets banned, it's gone for good, and there's nothing that anybody can do about it. So you don't want to do that. So go to xboxlive.com/live, make yourself a modded profile. When you're done with that, okay, and you make it, come back here, come back to the download screen, okay? Now, if everything went right, okay, it's going to look like this when you go ahead and you download the profile and sign in, okay? There she is, life is great, and she signed in. Now, in the event that you're sitting here at the download screen and it doesn't fully download, okay, and you're sitting there for 15 minutes, it got corrupted during the download. Very easy to fix. You hit B, come back to the screen, go up, go over, go to settings, go to system, all right? Go to network settings, okay? Then, no, excuse me, go to storage, I'm sorry. Go to storage settings, click on storage, click on the hard drive, go down to profile. Underneath these two profiles will be the profile that you tried to download, okay? So what you do is you hover down to it, you hit A, and then what you do is you delete the profile right off of the hard drive. Just get rid of it because it's no good, it's corrupt. It's done, okay? Then you're going to back out of here, and then back out of here. Leave the hard drive highlighted, okay? When you do that, hit Y. Then clear the system cache and do it twice. That's once, okay? And clear system cache, that's twice, okay? Now, we're good, all right? So now we can back up out of here now, okay? And once we do that, back out of here, go up, go over, go to social, sign in, sign out, okay? And re-download the profile. It will download everything we find. Once it downloads, hit the guide button, okay? Go back to Xbox Home. That will take you back, and then we'll be at FSD Dash. Now, one other thing very important that you have to do with this thing, when you have your profile loaded, you're signed in, you're on Xbox Live, okay, everything is cool. All right, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the Homebrew section right here, and then what I want you to do is I want you to go to XM360. Hit XM360, start it up, and here we go. All right. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to build a list, okay, of all the downloadable content and all the XBLA. All right. When it does build all that list and everything else, okay, what's going to happen is you have to unlock it. If you don't unlock it, you won't be able to play the downloadable content or the XBLA, okay? Now, as you can see, there's all your XBLA. Now, with your profile signed in, you on Xbox Live and all that other happy nonsense, go over here, unlock XBLA, hit it, okay? 0 files unlocked because this profile's already been unlocked, okay? So, you know, we're good. All right, now, show DLC. We'll start at that. There's all your downloadable content, okay? So now what do we want to do? We want to unlock all your DLC. So we're going to go over, go to unlock DLC, hit A, okay? Of course, it's already unlocked, so you don't have to do it, okay? It's all done, okay? Okay. Now, what we do is once we're done there, exit the dash, you're all good to go. Whenever you put downloadable content on this thing, or XBLA, when you inject it, okay, please go to XM360 and unlock it, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to play it, all right? That simple, okay? Now, once that's done, you're good to go. You can do whatever you want to do, okay? On your emulators, just to show you how they work, here you go. We'll do Game Boy Advance, what the hell. We'll grab hold of that, we'll play Game Boy Advance, okay? And as you can see, there's Game Boy Advance on there, all right? Now, you can go to Games, okay? And there's all the ROMs that play on this thing. So, right trigger, page by page going down, left trigger, page by page going up, D-pad down, D-pad up, A to play, B for the main menu. Pretty simple, right? Exit. Good. That's it. Alright, now, classic games, if you want to play a classic game, very, very, very important, okay? What you have to do is you've got to put it in bypass mode to play a classic game. Because if you don't do that, what will happen is, you go to Xbox Classic Game, alright, and then what's going to happen is you're going to wind up trying to play it, okay? And when you do try to play it, what's going to end up is this, a black screen. Not cool, alright? There was a gentleman that rewrote the compatibility files for this thing and actually fixed a lot of stuff. But unfortunately, though, with online, with it not in bypass mode, it won't start up. It won't play the games, okay? So, how do we fix that? We put it in bypass mode. Bypass mode is simply this. Watch. Okay? Now look. This is bypass mode. Okay? What it's going to do, it's going to cut off the internet, and it's going to just allow you to play with your local area network, on your local area network, okay? So we hit power, we hit eject, leave the tray hanging out until it boots and it hits the dashboard, okay? You gotta wait for it to boot up into FSD, okay? So now, what's gonna happen? It's gonna boot, okay? There it is. And now what's gonna happen is this. You're gonna notice no plugins come across the screen, no nothing, all right? Notice I'm leaving the tray out until it hits FSD. Now we're at FSD, good. Push the tray back in, okay? Now, here's what we're gonna do. Hit the guide, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to go on over, and here's your Xbox Classic game, okay? Now, we can play it, just like that. The Xbox logo comes up, life is good, there it is. And it's going to start, and we're good. And there you go. And there it is playing. Alright, shut up, okay? So anyway, as you can see, it all plays fine. Just plays like the original Xbox from back in 2002, actually. So there you go. Once you're done with the game, hit the guide button. Xbox home, bring it back. Done. Alright? Now, that's all done. Life is grand. Alright? Now, one other thing here. I'm going to show you if you have a computer or you have a phone. Okay? You can connect this thing. Now, you can use Xbox 360 Neighborhood if you're running Windows. Okay? If you're running Linux or you have a phone, okay, you've got to use an FTP client. FTP works on this as well. Okay, me, I'm old school, I like FTP. Xbox 360 Neighborhood, you can download off the internet, install it, and it will find it, and you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with the thing, and including, you know, copying files over and all that kind of good stuff, okay? But for right now, we're going to use FTP, alright? FTP is a client. It's called, in Windows, it's WinSCP, alright? In Linux, you can use FileZilla. And on your phone, you can go to the Play Store and download an FTP client and connect to this thing with no problem and transfer files, okay? So, you have a local IP right here, okay? 192.168.1.23. Now you can do this in bypass mode, or you can do this while it's online. It doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't care. So what we're going to do here, 192.168.1.23. Okay? Look. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up WinSCP. Show you what this is. Okay? So here we go. We're going to go there, and then we're going to go to WinSCP. We're going to click on that. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to choose FTP for the protocol, which is going to be port 21. 192.168.1. Let me just make sure so that way that I don't screw this up here. Should be 23. Okay, 23. All right, so and dot 23. There you go. Port 21. Username Xbox. Password Xbox. Okay, and then what do? Log in. It's connecting, and there's your hard drive right there. Don't go near the flash. Don't even touch that folder. Stay away from that folder. Stay away from it completely. Okay? That's the actual operating system that this thing's running on. You go in there, you mess around with something, and it ain't going to work. You're going to wind up with a mess on your hands. Okay? And then you're going to brick the console. That's the end of it. The safe one that you go into is HDD1. Okay? HDD1 is your main directory right here. As you can see, you got your emus, your emulators, content, compatibility, your cache, freestyle dash, games, homebrew, mini decks, OG Xbox, okay? Like, right now we're in the root of the folder right here. We're in the root of the hard drive, which happens, that has your kv.bin. These are all plugins and everything for dash launch. Well, kv.bin, if your kv ever gets banned, okay? Well, it's real easy. You go ahead, you buy one. They're about $3 or whatever the hell they are, okay? You have it on your computer. All you got to do is just copy the file from here to here. You just delete this one right off of here just by hitting right click and then just delete, okay? But we're not going to delete it, okay? But because it's a perfectly good KV, it came on the system, okay? And you can just copy and paste it, just drag and drop. It's really simple, okay? Like we'll use this for an example right here, okay? Let's say we want to move this file over here. Well, we grab hold of it, hold it, place it over here. It'll copy it. There it is, and there's your file right there, okay? And then once you're done or whatever, if you want to get rid of it or whatever, well, you can do that too. Just highlight it, right click, delete, okay, and it's gone. There you go. Pretty easy, okay? So anything that you want to manipulate with the file system, you can with this program. You can with FileZilla. FileZilla is the same thing, okay? Any FTP client on a Google Android phone or whatever, any FTP client will work the same way too, okay? So, just you want to transfer files and folders back and forth, games or whatever, like if you get a game from like a torrent or something like that, you want to put it on here, heck yeah, go for it, okay? They're real easy, just put it on and go, just copy it, and, our games folder, they're laid out like this, okay? Every game has a folder, as you can see, okay? That's what you got to do if you want to keep things nice and neat. And then once you do that, you just go, then once you put the game on there or whatever, or you put the content on or whatever, all right, I'm going to disconnect from here first, just to show you, okay? And we'll disconnect from this thing. Hold on here. Yes. Here we go. All right. Now, we'll bring this back to 360 here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We'll go to Setup. And when you put your game in the Games folder, right, you go to Content Settings. Go to Scan Settings, start the manual scan. It will find it, it will put it in there, it will download the title artwork for you and everything else, and then you'll be good to go. And it'll show up in the Xbox 360 games folder. It's the same thing with all the rest of this right here. Like your Xbox 360 games, your Xbox Live Arcade, Homebrew, Xbox Classic games, emulators, okay? So if you download anything, and you put it in the appropriate folder, and then hit the manual scan, and you're good to go. All right, one other thing, all right? If you're really old school, and let's say you copy the stuff to a USB stick and you want to put it on the 360, well, that's another little ditty that you can do. This thing has a file manager on it, right here, okay? Click on the file manager, okay? Now we have two window panes right here, all right? Now what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to grab hold of a USB stick and just show you. USB stick, just simple USB stick. Plug it in, okay? Back out of here. Now, we'll go ahead, we'll go back into the file manager. You will see USB 0, okay? Grab hold of whatever, okay? See, like, all right. Let's see here. Let's say you want to put, yeah, there's a full ton of stuff on here, man. All kinds of good stuff right here. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's say this right here, okay? All right, it's an old menu from many years ago, okay? HDD1, okay? Click on it, all right? Now, if you notice you're in the HDD1 right here, okay? Your plugins and all that kind of good stuff. Well, it's real easy. Highlight that, okay? Hit X to mark it, okay? And then what you're going to do is we're going to copy from the USB stick to the hard drive. So, we'll hit LB, okay? Left shift. Now, these commands come into play, okay? And then all we got to do, all right, is when we hit it, when we hit that and we hold it in the left shift, hit A, and it'll copy it. See? And there it is. All right, now if you want to delete it or whatever, well, it's real easy. Whichever side you're on, it's going to be right or left. You're going to use right RB for here, right shift, or left shift here. So I'm going to use left shift. So I'm going to hold in LB, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to hit B. Delete. Yes. And it's gone. Okay? Simple file manipulation. Okay? It's all right there for you. All right? It's already built in. There it is. Okay? So now you got that. Now, one other thing that I do want to show you. Okay? All right? Here we go. Now, what I'm going to do here, all right, is just show you. Okay, I'm going to boot up once again. Okay? Into regular mode. No, I'm not going to press the eject button or anything like that. I want it to get online and all that kind of good stuff, okay? So when the system boots, we'll sync this controller right here. System booted. Life is good. That's going to boot up, and now you will notice you're going to get plugins across the screen and all that kind of good stuff. And when it does, okay, now I want to show you your Bo2 and, you know, your offhosts and Jiggy and Sentinel for the screen, okay? So anyway, there we are. Welcome to the Alliance. As you can see, it's back online. Life is good. All right. We'll go ahead, we'll sign in. There we are. Now what we'll do is we'll go on over to Bo2. Alright, and now I'm going to show you the offhosts that are on this thing. I'm going to start it up. You'll see Bo2 cheats, you'll see Bo2's bypass. You'll see that cheats are loaded. All that kind of good stuff. And life is grand. Now, alright, here we go. Okay. Alright, now, let's start. Okay, press start once again. Now, what are we going to do? Okay, we're going to go into multiplayer. Alright, and here we go. We're going to hit that, and now it's going to start. We're going to see where Bo2 cheats are loaded. Okay, everything's bypassed, life is good. We'll do a quick little local game on this thing. We'll set up the bots. We'll use 9 of them. We'll back out of here. Okay, and now we'll start the match. Now, for the offhost, D-pad left to open it, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close it. Okay? Then, what are you going to do? Alright? You're going to go ahead and we're going to enable Jiggy. Jiggy, a little different. That's a GSC menu. Okay, that's injected on the game. So you're going to hold in the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. That's going to open Jiggy. Use A to select, X to back out. Okay? Now, I know it sounds confusing. You'll get used to it. Okay? So we'll start the match. Alright, and with Jiggy, you have to force the host to have the menu online, by the way. Okay, I show you how to do that also. Alright? I don't like forgetting about that because then people are like, going like, well, how come Jiggy ain't coming up? Did you force the host? No. Oh, I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, okay. So anyway, okay, we're going to hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. That's going to enable Jiggy. There it is. Main menu. So the main menu, we're going to use quick mods. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to back out of here with the X. Okay, now, what I meant by forcing the host, is when you open this thing up, you go into a section by yourself. Go into host only, okay, right? Hit A, all right? Force the host, okay? Then once you're done, back out of there, and then back out of that section. Then go into another section, into a public section, you're good to go, all right? So anyway, there you go with that, all right? And that's forcing the host. Now what we'll do is we're going to spice up the bullets a little bit, okay? Use A to select, we're going to put swarms and grenades on them, and explosive bullets, and yeah, we'll use dog bullets. Yeah, there we go, okay? So now we'll exit out of there, we'll exit out of there. We're loaded for bear. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit D-pad left. That's the offhost. You don't have to force the host for that. If you have the offhost on, you just want to play with the offhost, you can, and you can play online with it, okay? So we'll go to the main menu right here, we'll hit X, okay, and use X to select, okay? And there we go, we're going to turn all that crap on, we'll go ahead, we'll turn this on right here, and then, there we go, snap, yeah, on screen, there we go, alright? There's a warning, proximity warning, all that crap. ESP, we'll grab all of that. Put pyramids around them, okay, name, distance, weapon, snap lines, okay? Then, we'll go ahead, we'll back out of here, alright? And then all we gotta do is when they turn blue, let them have it. As you can see, it works really good. We can also fly through the air with Jiggy, alright? Get up here, okay? And now we can just like destroy everybody and everything in sight, okay? And cause all kinds of wrecks and messes and everything else, okay? And everybody's gonna die. And if you really want to end it real quick, go to unfair aimbot, and pretty much you shoot through schools and all that kind of good stuff, and everybody dies, and now they're all pissed off, and you're going to get your profile banned because everybody's going to report you as being a modder. Okay, so, there you go. Alright, that's Jiggy in a nutshell, that works. like I said, it's been around for a long, long time. Okay? Now, Sentinel menu, that's for zombies. Okay? So if you're into playing zombies, pretty easy. I'm going to show you how to operate that now. Okay? Now, what we'll do here is when we get out of here now, okay, we're going to back out of here. Okay? Yes. Then we're going to back out of here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go to zombies. Okay? It's going to start up. You're going to see the Sentinel menu is going to be loaded. Okay? Black Ops 2 is bypassed once again. Like it's good. Go to local. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Okay? And we're going to pick transit. Alright, now we're going to start the match. Now, with Sentinel, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. Okay? That'll open up the menu. Okay? You're going to use X to select on that one. And then push on the right thumbstick to close the menu. Okay? So we'll start the match. There we go. Alright. Now, here we go. Alright, green one. And there you have it. Alright. Now. Okay. And now we will go ahead, hold the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. There it is. X to select. God mode, infinite ammo. Oh, let's see here now. We're going to try to limit sprint, double speed, no clip. Okay? And then we'll do toggle the aimbot. Alright, now we'll back out of there, okay, by hitting the right thumbstick. We'll go to weapons menu. We'll grab some nasty little toys. Okay? Like the symbol monkey. And then we'll use user RPG. There we go. Now we got a fully automatic RPG and all that kind of good stuff, okay? And we will wait for some zombies to come along. Oh, look. There they are right now. Here. Have a symbol monkey. Gotta keep it busy. Yeah, there you go, huh? You like the symbol monkeys? You like the symbol monkeys? There you go. Here, have another one. Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Clap with a monkey clap. Yeah, there you go. Alright? Yeah, they work really good, see? Oh, yes. So anyway, there you go. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Now, when you're done, you can use a fully automatic RPG and pretty much kill anything that you want, okay? We'll back out of there, okay? You have the fun menu, models menu, forge menu, zombies menu, power-up menu, rounds menu, teleport menu, map mods, lobby mods, game settings, menu settings, players menu, and all players menu. So on and so forth, okay? So as you can see, it all works, okay? We're back out of there. We're done with that, okay? Now, listen, brother, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it, Bobby. We're going to be shipping this off tomorrow. All right, you'll have a tracking number by tomorrow evening. All right, go ahead and we'll get this all done and all sent out to you. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions or anything like that after you get the console, be sure to message me. I will be more than happy to answer them. Okay, sometimes I don't hit my messenger up because I'm got my head in consoles, as you can see. Okay, however, though, you know, I will answer you, okay? So, listen, thanks again for watching. Greatly do appreciate it. You all have a good one. I got a ton more to do. I'll talk to y'all later. All you guys, you all have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. God bless. Talk to you soon.